Tamikaze here with a Fortuna AI tutorial video. I want to talk to you about how to use Fortuna, how to add it, and then how to modify the settings to equal the needs of your trading. So first step is to add it to your TradingView. Make sure you're in tradingview.com. If you've never used TradingView before, check out the description. There'll be a link that'll get you some free money if you decide to use it. So first steps first is to go to indicators. In the search box, you're going to type Fortuna. It's going to come up under the old name Skynet 2.0, but be assured that it is Fortuna. As you add it, it will add under the base settings. So these are just some base settings that I have established, but they are highly customizable, and we will go over that right now. So to customize the settings, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the indicator up here. There's going to be a little gear that says settings here. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to go in here and you can modify these settings on how you want. So what do they all do? I am assuming most of you don't know what half this is, so let's go through that. So RSI. What is RSI on the buy and what is RSI on the sell? RSI on the buy is basically, if you were to look at this dip, it's going to lower the maximum that can dip before it'll issue a buy signal. So if this was 100 and this was 0, it would have to go under 35 for it to issue a buy signal. And vice versa, on a sell side, it would have to go over 60 to be able to issue a sell signal. And that's the easiest way to describe it. It's just saying how much it has to go down for it to issue a buy signal. If you want more aggressive buy signals or more aggressive sell signals, for buy you would lower it, and for sell you would, or for buy you would raise it. So if you were to turn this into 75, that would increase the buy signal significantly, as you could see. I suggest not doing that. And for sells, if you want more sell signals, you would just lower it. And I would suggest not doing that. So if you're new to this, maybe leave it alone, but that's fine. You can play with it. A-rune, what is A-rune? So A-rune is a directional modifier. It is used to basically say it is for sure going this direction, but it can help you also predict reversals. So if this starts to reverse, the A-rune might fire here. So if you want to include that, it will get rid of some signals. So it's used in conjunction with kind of eliminating buying on downtrends. So basically it's to help you confirm the trend. And that's one of the reasons I included it. So if you want more conservative calls, say you're swing trading, you would want to include A-rune. If you're day trading, you would probably not want to include A-rune. Same thing with the commodity channel. It's just another affirmation of your calls. So if you're including this, it's going to restrict everything even further. So you're only going to get fire buys. Now, I don't necessarily use the buy channel. The buy ones are more restrictive than the sells, which will be updated later. The buys I've worked on more than the sells. So if you want more buy signals, don't include it. If you want less and you just want 100 percenters or close to 100 percenters, it's only going to fire if it's a for sure reversal. Eventually, occasionally, you will get faked out here. So this here saw the curling and it broke this downtrend, and so it issued a buy signal here. That did not work out. It sort of did and it sort of didn't, but every now and then with any AI, there's going to be learning curves, and so hopefully we'll get rid of those eventually, but that's not necessarily a bad call. It just depends on how long you're holding it. Keltner bands. Let's talk about those. What are Keltner bands? Keltner bands are basically moving averages that move with the stock. So in order for it to fire on a Keltner band, it has to be either under or above the Keltner band. So that means basically it would have had to have dipped or have risen significantly for the Keltner bands to have fired. So if you include those, basically means you want it to fire on dips or you want it to fire on rises for the sells. And then volume weighted average price is VWAP. So basically it's telling you it's taking volume into the average price. And so basically, again, with the VWAP, it's only going to fire if it's under the average price for the buys, and it's only going to fire if it's above the average price for the sells. And then the simplest one is uptrend and downtrend. It's basically saying it has to be at least two candles in a row and falling for a sell, or 2 candles and rising for a buy. And I always suggest including all the sells, and then depending on how aggressive you want the signals to be, you can either lower the RSI, you can have just that. I mean, it's customizable. Play with the ones you want, but that's basically what all of them do. And so you can play around with the levels so that they fit your style. And hopefully this helps you learn how to use Fortuna and make you more of a successful trader. Thank you.